Hey everybody, Uncle Snussy here. Welcome to another update for the month-long event. Today is June 6, 2020. Decided to bring back, we'll call it a segment, as if this is like an official thing. But something I used to do, which was talking about kind of what the weird holidays are for a particular day. So I decided to look up today's, and today's we have National Best Friends Day.
You're my best friend! You're my best friend! I'm in there with you! I gotta get going! No!
Name Your Poison Day. That can be taken in a couple of different ways. And National Upsy Daisy Day, which I don't know, is that an actual flower? Is there actually an upsy daisy, or is that just something certain people say when they do something accidentally? So this is a kind of a lame day to bring to bring that portion back, but anyway, that's what we got. Not that best friends are lame. Best friends are awesome, so don't anybody take that the wrong way. But yeah, so that's what we got going on today. Now what we got going on today in the game is we have a new coin and evolution contest. We have a new TP contest. As I mentioned in previous videos, I really want the new Triple H, but I'm not in the best position to work on the new John Cena to get points to get me more opportunities to get Triple H. I did kind of take a sabbatical last month, didn't work on that one as hard so that I could hoard some coin and some TP to take a shot this month. But unfortunately, as I've mentioned in the past, in case you're new, John Cena is a striker, and striker TP training points, training posters is the weakest one I got. So that's the hardest one for me to level up right now without doing some hardcore grinding. So yeah, it'd probably be best if I've been kind of casually doing this, and if I get lucky and grab a lot of shards for Cena in the key pools, then so be it. You know, I can use those to develop them. But for right now, at least, I'm not putting that much work into him. I will take him today to 3-star bronze, because I do want to keep up as much as I can with the daily tours and being competitive in the daily tours. And if eventually they get too hard, they get too hard, and I'll just get as far as I can, and that's it. But at least for now, while leveling up is cheap, I will work on them. But when leveling up starts to get expensive, then I may have a decision to make there whether I want to keep going or not. This particular coin and evolution contest, usual coin and evolution rules, nothing different from the one they had yesterday. In terms of rewards, the stretch goal for it is this 8 million coin for 2 bags that might have some shards in there. And then sort of the normal goal is this one right here. If you don't know what I mean by normal, if they're doing a coin and evo contest and not giving away special prizes, there's usually a level in which is the normal max, and so in this case 5 million. And sort of the clue there is the feud turnbuckles at that point, right? So because I have coin right now, and because I do have some projects I'm working on, again, if you haven't heard from the previous videos, I'm trying to get enough 4-star gold wrestlers to level 170 so that I can qualify to move up from League 14 to League 15. So that's kind of the goal I had planned for this month, regardless of what was going on with month-long events. And then my second goal was I massively nerded out and I took every wrestler I had and every possible optimal combination of moves and trainers and coaches and sort of ranked all the trainers and coaches as most important to least important. And then I want to get all of them up to at least strong enough for their maximum trainer coach benefit. Not to get them all up this month, but just that's my project is try to get the most important trainers and coaches that I have increased in terms of their talent, so that their coaching and training ability is at its max. So for some people, that's I got to get them up to 5K. For others, I got to get them up to 9K. There's some rarer coaches and trainers where they actually have boosts, even if you get past that point, right? Like Vince McMahon, you get additional benefits to Vince McMahon as a trainer, all the way up to a 4-star gold. So anyway, so that's kind of what I'm working on. So getting those 4-star gold wrestlers up to 170 level, and then getting those trainers and coaches up to whatever their max training and coaching benefit is. So I don't need TP to do the 4-star gold leveling up, but I do need TP to do the trainers and coaches that I'll be working on. So here's the TP contest. This is pretty typical now, is that they're doing week-long TP contests as opposed to 1 or 2 days. And again, we have a significant stretch goal. And then there's another kind of smaller stretch goal right here, right? But this would be the typical top of a TP contest, is this 119,000. So pretty significant jump to get that 100 shards. And as much as I want Triple H, I don't know if I want to invest that much in the TP to try to get them. So doubt I'll be actually doing that. I think in the last event I didn't even bother to get this far. I think I just maxed out this one, and I didn't even worry about feud turnbuckles. When it comes to feuds, I do run feud perks, but I very rarely run anything but the ones that boost your move points. I don't typically juice finishing moves or cross break gems or multiply gems or anything like that. I may, if I have enough turnbuckles, I may go ahead and do it, but I always focus first on boosting my move points, because that to me is the number one edge in feud, is that you get your moves off before your opponent gets their moves off, right? So getting that move point boost so that your moves fill before their moves fill is a huge advantage, a huge edge, and helps save you some health packs and saves your faction from having to use heal tokens. So yeah, that's usually my primary focus, and then I may do some targeted stuff if I have some extra turnbuckles, but I don't worry about that too much. All right, and then let's see what we have going on event wise. So here's the new daily Cena for the day. Let's see who we got. So we got Roman Reigns is our opponent. That actually might be a little bit easier to do with a weaker Cena, just because Roman takes a while to get his moves going. So with the right board, you might be able to take John Cena even if you might be able to take Roman Reigns even if your John Cena is not that strong. Because he's got those red and black moves typically, and they do take a while to fill. So if you can fill Cena's moves and keep him away from filling his moves, you might be able to beat him. Excuse me, even if your Cena's not that strong. Today's Triumph, what do we got here? Well, we got Lex Luger. So if you haven't seen already, just like last week had the theme about showboats, this week has a powerhouse theme. So there was a powerhouse tour that appeared it appeared on Sunday, and then now for today's daily tour we have a Lex Luger tour. And then here is here's that polished powerhouse tour that just appeared. Now I went ahead and already did this, but what I didn't do is I didn't do hell mode, and the reason why I didn't do hell mode is because hell mode insists that you use the big red machine. So my Kane big red machine is not very strong. I think maybe about 4.5K. So not even though that's Big John Studd and he's not all that good, he does look that he's got 21 boosts on there, so he is all perked up. So he's all hopped up on Mountain Dew. So I don't really want to face that, and I don't really want to work on my Kane big red machine to get him strong enough to face that. If someday I manage to get Kane's gear, which totally transforms him from being an okay fighter to being a really great fighter, because his gear I think gives him a 6 move point boost. So it's like move point trainers on, you know, Super Soldier Serum move point trainer. So yeah, if I ever happen to get his gear, then maybe I'll work on him and get him stronger, but I'm not going to get him stronger just to chase a competition, right? That's taking my resources away from something else just to try to chase this. And so I don't want to chase it. And let's see if we got anything else going on. Okay, coming soon, we got the new faction feud about to take place. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so those that manage to obtain the new warrior, you pair them with another showboat, you get +2 MP to your yellow moves. Actually, with warrior's move set, that's not super helpful. I mean, the most common move set for the new warrior is 2 red moves and a yellow finisher, but one of the red moves actually fills the yellow finisher, so I'm not sure a +2 MP boost does much of anything there. However, that might be useful for whoever you pair with. And then this will also increase the war score. When you win matches with these 2 people, you'll get a little performance boost. Remember that the line fills are only good for that line, right? So filling this line doesn't mean you're going to boost your war score for this line or this line. It only means during fights with warrior and fights with whoever you pair with warrior here are going to get a boosted war score, nobody else. All right, and then this one starting red MP +2 and then 50% all gem damage. And it looks like it's pretty open except for this right here. I don't know if this actually wants that Randy Savage or any. Okay, good news. You can use any Randy Savage. So that's helpful there in terms of actually filling that line. I didn't actually click here to see if you can. Nope, you got to use that warrior. So yeah, so there's a pretty good chance people will be able to fill that line, right? Because you should have. There's a pretty good chance you have at least one Randy Savage. Pretty common in free pulls to get a Randy Savage madness. So a good chance of being able to fill that, right? And getting starting red MP boost. That's pretty nice. Again, you got to kind of think about who you're going to use and what move sets, right? Because probably a good chance that you got a powerhouse that can take advantage of a red MP boost, but do you have an acrobat that can take advantage of a red MP boost? Good question. And then down here we have starting black MP +2, multi-gem strength +2, Legends powerhouse, Legends showboat, trickster, striker. So this is going to be a difficult one for me because I can fill all of them. All of them have appealing bonuses. But I don't want to roll too strong, right? So that's going to be a challenge for me in terms of how I want to do my lineup for the coming week, because I'm looking at this and I'm immediately thinking about my striker Bludgeon Harper and his multiplied gems. I mean, I'll be making multiplied gems of +6, and then if I do actually decide to do feud perks, I'll be making multiplied gems of +8. So yeah, that's pretty nutty, right? So all that's appealing. So I got to figure out. I don't want to overdo it. So we'll see. But it's kind of rare that I'm able to fill every single line. But I can fill every single line in this one. Anyway, so that's what we have going on for the feud. See if there's anything interesting new in the store. We got an equal odds powerhouse event going on. We got the old catch-up packs, right? So, feel like you're falling behind and developing your Cena and pay some cash and catch up, right? And then down here in the loot, let's see, here's our equal odds powerhouse loot. So Luger's on deck. So all solid powerhouse opportunities right there. There's nothing wrong with any of those. 6.25% chance of getting somebody off this list. So in my opinion, that's your strongest one. Then this one, and then take your pick here. I happen to lean Sheik, but you can make an argument either way with Brock Lesnar or Sheik. But I do think that Luger is the strongest one out of this group. If you have the right coaches and trainers, that's always a caveat to that, right? Kurt Angle's powerhouse probably, in terms of not having the right coaches or trainers, his moves go off pretty quick and don't really need a lot around it. So he's actually pretty effective, even if you don't have optimal coaches and trainers. But no, they didn't throw in sometimes it's an equal odds, and one of the people in here is pretty disappointing. But all of these are decent. All these are decent opportunities, and then of course you're more likely to get shards than you are to get the actual wrestlers. But if you did happen to pull one of these wrestlers, there's a decent group of wrestlers right there. And then everything else is just kind of the regular stuff that's going on. Last video, you saw me do 40 key pulls. I'll wait until I've got another 40 to take another shot. I'm hoping to get the cosmic. Sometimes I'm like, it's the cosmic secret decoder ring. Sometimes it's the cosmic key, the cosmic rod. What the heck is it? It's a cosmic something. But there it is. And cosmic key. Cosmic key. By the time this contest is over, I'll finally remember what the heck this is called. So I don't know if that's a Masters of the Universe thing, and I just don't remember. So it's a Masters of the Universe fail on my part. All right. That's pretty much it for me today, guys. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna go ahead and enhance my Cena from 2-star gold to 3-star bronze, and then work that coin in Evo. I can do up to 8 million coin today and get rewarded for it. So I'll be focusing on taking those 4-star goals up to 170, and then also working on my trainers and coaches. All right, everybody, have a great one. Catch you next time. Bye.